Test 1. Test 1.
Test 1 2 1
Test 2.
Test 1 2 Test 1 2 Test 1 2.
We ask if you would this time, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps. Active duty veterans and active duty military and veterans, you are encouraged to render the appropriate salute. The anthem will be played tonight by the Roscommon High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Seth Kilborn. Our colors are being presented by members of VFW Post 4159 and American Legion Post 96.
Hello and welcome to the third rendition of the McBain High School football team. We're here tonight in Roscommon. McBain currently 0-2, going against Roscommon. I'm Kyle Culp, joined by
Darius Pena.
your first time announcing a varsity game. How you feeling?
I'm feeling.
They are coached by Brad.
I think I can do this.
Matt Maloney is the head coach, also assisted by Ryan Pace, Mark Monaco, Bob McGillis, and Alex Butek. Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Roscommon Bucks. Starting at center, number 51, Dominic Adams. Starting at guard, number 52, Cody Code. Starting at guard, number 70, Bradley Vincent. Starting at tackle, number 55, Brock Pellerin. Starting at tackle, number 77, Colby Reynolds. Starting at wide receiver, number 2, Cooper Holman. Starting at wide receiver, number 3, Landon Mann. Starting at running back, number 4, Aiden Bragg. Starting at running back, number 25, Hunter Hubbard. Starting at running back, number 42, Brian Hadd. Starting at quarterback, number 6, Connor Christman. The Bucks are coached by Stephen Nair, assisted by Eric Teeple, Ed Stern, Mike Miller, Greg Gulick, and Justin Mann. Your officials for this evening's game are Mr. Matt Miller, the referee, Mr. Jim Turner, the umpire, Mr. Kevin Taylor, the head linesman, and Mr. Chris Gibson, the line judge. These officials are registered with the MHSAA, and like the coaches, they're here to help these athletes learn on the playing field. We request that you respect their efforts in administering this contest. Pre-game coin toss was won by Roscommon. They have chosen to defer choice until the second half. McBain will receive to start the game.
Roscommon will kick off to start the game.
Number 24, Elijah Baker.
Back deep for McBain is Kelvin McGillis, Eli Baker, and Carson Huttinga. Thornton kicking off. Kick is away and out of bounds, which will flag out of the umpires, as it'll be kicking out of bounds penalty against Roscommon.
Accept it or decline it. They can re-kick it. Procedure penalty is accepted by McBain, and they will take the ball first and 10.
McBain up to the line of scrimmage at their own 35. Snap is out, handed off to number 6 for McBain.
McBain ball carrier was number 6, Calvin McGillis. Brought down by number 42, Brian Hadd.
McGillis with the carry there. Last too many carries on the offensive end. touchdowns up on the board.
McBain ball carrier number 7, Brock Maloney. Brought down by a pocket full of bucks.
Maloney with the carry there. Brings it to third and about 3 for McBain.
McBain hands it off up the middle, and there's a flag on the play.
There's a fumble on the play.
Oh, it's a fumble.
Recovered by Ross.
Flag is down.
As well.
Fumble.
Procedure penalty against the offense is declined. It'll be a Roscommon ball.
Penalty is against McBain, which of declined by Ross. First time tonight, Ross offense. It'll be taken tonight for the. After that second. Chris hands it off.
Number 42, Brian. He picked another Roscommon first down.
Another first Roscommon. Far McBain not able to stop Roscommon moving chains. What do you think they do here?
I think they have to, I don't know, just pursue the ball more. Roscommon's good at sneaking around.
Christner
Hands it off.
short and on the play. Second
Number 4,
9.
carry.
Getting close to McBain's end zone. Early puts up on this board as we've seen in the past 2 weeks. McBain not able to come back
Gain of 2,
down,
second down, 8.
so they need to stop here and get points. Offensive line for McBain.
Christner on the keeper. We'll give that tackle to 23, Carson.
Third and 7 for the Roscommon. Christner under center. One receiver each side. Looking to pass. Throws to his right. Is incomplete. Intended for man.
Fourth down.
Oh no, we see the kicking tee is out.
Common lining up for a field goal attempt.
It'll be Landon Mann attempting to kick the field goal. Snap is low, kick is away. Is up and in.
The field goal is good.
Okay, you're gonna have to stand over here.
And we see McBain does hold Roscommon to just a field goal after they were driving.
Class of 2023. You can get cheeseburgers,
What?
hamburgers, you can get double. They got pop, Gatorade, water, popcorn, chips, pizza, nachos, hot dogs, and Italian sausage.
So we'll see Roscommon kick off once again after putting up 3 points. Will McBain be able to answer back here and put up 7?
He's bracketed by Hudson.
The only reason that happened was one fumble. One fumble can change the game.
Number 5, Thornton.
Those are fumbles and interceptions. Those are mistakes you've got to work out to have a successful football team.
Yep.
Can't be giving the ball away easily. As Thornton's kick is away. McGillis tried to get it. It bounced away from him. He's going though. Brought down after a gain of about 10. So we'll see McBain's offense back out onto the field. First and 10 at their own 20.
By number 4, Eden Pratt, 21, David Jensen. 55, Tiller, also in on that. First and 10, McBain.
First and 10, McBain. About 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. They have 3 backs in the outfield, in the backfield.
Number 6, McGillis on the carry.
Caden McGillis on the carry.
By McBain.
There's a fumble, but it was recovered by
73, Mac Bonico on the
Even though that fumble was recovered, that is the second fumble in 4 minutes. If you're the coaching staff for McBain, you've got to maybe switch it up here because you cannot have early fumbles because it allows Roscommon to get out to a big lead, and that just makes it harder to come back from.
again. Pass to Carson Hutting, and it's good.
Hutting is still going.
And he's finally tackled at about the 15. Great pass by Braylon Pace.
It was a good throw by Pace. Little underthrown. Hutting is still able to get there.
by Christner.
That's the energy McBain offense needs.
Officials stop at the play for the injured Ramblers.
There was a player down for McBain, but he is up and walking to the sideline. Big play there from Huttinga though. Pass a little short, able to get over the defender, bring it down, and get some extra yards to go with it.
He's a very good receiver. First and 10 at the 15 from McBain. Just over the line of scrimmage.
Number 6, McGillis.
There's a little misdirection in the backfield. Pace and McGillis not able to get a clean handoff, so it slowed McGillis up. And we do see here, Pace, quarterback from McBain, playing against former team, former high school. Recently, a couple years back, transferred back to McBain. And so far, as we've seen with that big throw, he's ready to win.
He is. Snap is off. Goes to Brock Maloney. He makes it to about 7-yard gain.
Number 7, Brock Maloney on the carry for McBain. Tackle by
McBain inching closer to the Roscommon end zone. 3rd and 5. Haven't seen Baker with a run yet. Been all McGillis and Maloney so far.
And what do you know, Elijah Baker from McBain.
He almost dragged one of the defenders with him as he made it to the end zone.
He's very fast. He can mislead the defense very easily.
Baker does have some real speed. 2 years ago, I believe it was, when McBain made it all the way to play in Traverse City against St. Francis. Baker, who was a freshman at the time, came up on varsity, used well in the backfield with his speed as Bonnie up and good. But Baker, we haven't really seen much from him this year. Defenses have done well to contain him, but as we saw there, he is able to break free and put some points up on the board.
Yep, you just need a running back like that who can help you with that.
There's a lot of mobility in this backfield this year, with Baker having some speed, and Maloney, who you may look at him and say, you know, he may not be the fastest. When he gets running downhill, he's a very fast running back, and he will hit people to get through. And then obviously, you've got Kelvin McGillis, who's a big guy. He'll run you over, and we've seen him do that in the past. It will be Bonico to kick off for McBain.
3-7, McBain up. About 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Hubbard back to receive for the Bucks. Kick is away. It will bounce out of bounds at the Roscommon 15-yard line.
That'll be procedural. Roscommon has a couple options.
So, because of the penalty for kicking out, Roscommon will have the ball.
Roscommon will take possession, first and 10 at their own 35.
First and 10 at their own 35. They were able to put 3 up on the board. McBain came back, answered with 7. You have to believe Roscommon wants to go out there, put a touchdown up, take back the lead.
Yeah, for sure, on their home field, they want to be the best. As the student section is hyping up the Roscommon offense.
Christner rolling to his left. He's going deep. Receiver by himself. Great defense there from Boz. Playing safety on the far side of the field from us. Read where their quarterback was going, able to get there in time and deflect the ball away from the receiver. I have to believe if Boss did not read that and get there, receiver may as well have walked into the end zone for a 65-yard touchdown.
Second and 10.
Second and 10 for the Bucks. Christner keeping it himself, and he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback keeper, number 6, Christner. Brought down by Murphy and Stops. 55 and 2. No gain, third and 10.
Third and 10. Defense here from McBain has stepped up at holding the Bucks from running up the middle, which is something they have struggled with in the past. 3 receiver far sideline, matched up against Maloney. It's Thornton. No, he did get the first down. No, he is short. Be 4th and 3. Something we don't often see. Pace, the quarterback, and a safety on defense for McBain. Fourth and 4. Christner looking to throw. Players in the backfield. Hit as he throws it. It is up. It looks like Thornton came down with it. There's a flag in the backfield. I think it's going to be holding. It is. Big play there for Roscommon, taken back. It was good job, though, from the defensive line of McBain. There were 3 or 4 guys in the backfield, which forced the linemen for Roscommon to hold to honestly save their quarterback from getting hit.
Yep, and that the corner in the safe, the cornerback in the safety, that they did all they could to try to deflect that pass, but
that was Maloney in coverage, did his best, but 2 receivers there, 1 guy. That's just tough. Everyone's going to struggle with that. And will be a turnover on downs. McBain, 1st and 10. He is pulling 5 guys along with him. He's a tough man to bring down, as that does move the chains. Not only did he carry 4 or 5 guys, I think he ran one over in the backfield to get there.
Yep. Elijah Baker with about 5 yards.
Baker did well there to use his stay behind him, as he could, making it 2nd down and 5. Minute 50 left here in the 1st quarter.
And Eric Moore, 24. Second down, 5.
Braylon Pace with the handoff to Kelvin McGillis, and he makes it all the way to about the 15 yard.
McGillis again on the carry, number 6.
Lots of running room here for McGillis.
Brought down by number 2, Cooper Holman.
Roscommon's defense not quite able to stop the run game of McBain.
I see you gotta keep doing, punching them with the run.
Or open your passing offense, because they'll focus more and more on the run game, allowing you to throw it.
And it's another touchdown by Elijah Baker. He ran it in for about a 15-yard touchdown.
What great vision there from Baker. The run was designed to go to the right. He saw he had room to the left, cut back, had a blocker in front, able to sneak into the end zone.
Y'all better not tell Braylon.
And Bonico will look to kick again for McBain.
It's no. McBain with the lead.
One thing about Roscommon's field goals here, they actually double as soccer nets, as they're instead of the traditional 1 bar up the middle, they've got 2 bars up the side.
I was wondering why they did that. What do you expect to see more of with McBain's running game?
I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, McGillis and Baker have had a lot of running room so far, and Maloney, great blocking running back. You out in some room, he can find a guy and he can block him. And I think the more you pound it down Roscommon's defensive line, the just easier it will be to find your receivers when you go for the pass. And so far, McBain stuck with the T formation, no receivers, 3 in the backfield. I do think later in the game they will look to run the spread, so quarterback and shotgun, more receivers on the field. But so far, T formation is working. Don't see why you would change it.
Yep.
It was caught by Cooper Howman. He dropped it out of bounds, but it will remain Roscommon ball as they'll take over 1st and 10 with 59 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Christner hands it off. It's Hubbard with the run.
Picked up about 4, 2nd down and 6.
Little miscommunication there for McBain. Second down and 6. 26 seconds left. Clock is running. It's Christner. Hands it off to Hubbard. Gets past one defender, but will be brought down after a gain of about 2. Roscommon looks like they'll just let the clock run out as it is under 10 seconds.
Abbott also in on the play.
And that is the end of the first quarter. McBain is up 13 to Roscommon's 3.
In favor of Ramblers.
First play for McBain. No, Roscommon. Roscommon in possession. End of the quarter has confused me, and it is a first down. Christner looking to pass, and he is hit in the backfield. Big sack there from McBain.
Who was that? Was that Little Acom?
Oh, it was Acom with the big sack.
First varsity game for Acom, and he's showing that he's ready for this varsity level.
Not got the chance to meet him yet, but looks like a great football player with the big sack. Pushes Roscommon back. 2nd down and 15. Christner looks to pass. Caught. Maloney tries to make tackle. He is held.
Number 4,
Pratt with the reception. Flag is thrown. Will holding against Roscommon.
Penalty marker down.
One of the wide receivers blocking for Roscommon had a firm grip on Maloney's shoulder pads. So after the big sack and the penalty, Roscommon is just moving backwards.
10-yard penalty. Replay the down.
So it'll be second down and 20 for Roscommon. Christner looks to pass. He's going deep. Pass is caught by Thornton. Baker not quite able to keep in coverage.
Christner's pass is complete.
Big first down there from Roscommon.
Roscommon, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 50-yard line.
There he is. So McBain had pushed Roscommon pretty far back, but that big play just kind of takes it all away.
The quarterback is very good about making those far reads. He's very, very skilled quarterback. And those
Christner running the option. He'll take it himself. Brought down by Brant Bonico.
Christner. Back to twirl on. 44 Acom in on the play. And 74 Brant.
From what I've seen so far, if Roscommon is gonna, I think they've got to stick with the pass game and try and isolate the cornerbacks for McBain. Because as we've seen, when they get one-on-one, the cornerbacks tend to get burnt. With the big play there for Thornton in earlier pass.
As another pass comes through the numbers 2.
One, intercepted by Abbott. He pitches it back to Pace, who just goes down. Big play there for Abbott. It was a 50-50 ball for the quarterback. Abbott and the receiver both came down with the Abbott, rips it away. Wasn't able to turn it. That receiver fell down, but he had a firm grasp on Abbott's leg. Pitches it back to Pace. Pace just goes down to end the play.
Very good grab by Caleb Abbott.
I know it's just
The penalties are dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, one on each team. They will offset. They were post-play dead balls, so the interception will stand, and it's McBain ball.
couple penalties there, unsportsmanlike conduct for each team. Penalties cancel out, interception stands. And we're only just in the second quarter, but this is the best I've seen from McBain all year. Offenses look good, defense is making big plays. Still some stuff to iron out. You know, cornerbacks getting a little bit, but they're coming up with it. Abbott getting the interception.
Yep, the defense is starting to blend together and work together. The three backs are Elijah Baker, Brock Maloney, Kelvin McGillis.
Did take a minute for refs to blow their whistle. I think there's some chirping going on between both teams.
Hand off to Kelvin McGillis, and he makes it just back to the line of scrimmage.
Leonard there, lineman, had to almost pull McGillis a couple of yards there as McGillis was met at the line. It'll be second down and about 9 for the Ramblers.
Hand off to Elijah Baker, and it breaks one defender and makes it almost all the way back to the first down.
Great burst of speed there from Baker, able to weave his way in and out of two defenders to get just close to that first down marker, 3rd and 2. One thing about this Roscommon defense, they don't really play with safeties. They play pretty condensed, loading the box, and when you see McBain not running the T formation without any wide receivers on the field, it allows Roscommon to load the box and pretty much almost blitz on every play because they don't have to worry about that pass game.
Yeah, they're very loaded defense.
I think if we did see Huttinga, he went down a little bit earlier. He is still on the sideline. If you can get a receiver in there, I think even if you're not throwing to him, I think it'll force Roscommon to protect from the pass a little bit more. Because right now they're just full run commit. As McGillis is still on his feet, he's still going.
All the way to the corner. He is finally tackled at about the 5-yard line.
Is a flag down? I don't know how McGillis kept going. I thought for sure he was down just by the line of scrimmage, but he kept going, and he took off in open field, not quite able to get to the end zone, pushed out of bounds.
Looks like sent back for the McBain Ramblers.
Penalty as a hold against McBain.
Holding penalty against McBain brings the big play back, but you know it's possible. You know, we know these running backs, once they get in open field, they can take off and they can make what should be a 10-yard play, a 20, 30-yard play.
First down with 4 to go.
So it is 1st and about 4 after the penalty.
And off to Elijah Baker. He breaks one guy, and he is taken down at about for first down.
Good tackle there from Pratt for Roscommon. He's seen his teammates not quite able to bring the Rambler running backs down. Raised up Baker as tight as he could and just brought him down. 7 minutes left to go in the first half.
Roscommon 3, McBain 13. McBain in T formation. Oh, there's a fake all the way out to Kelvin McGillis, and he runs to about the 30-yard line, 20-yard line.
Great play there for Ramblers. Even I was faked out. I thought Baker had that ball, but then I look up, McGillis running down the sideline, defenders chasing, and he'll get knocked out at around the 25-yard line.
That is one of the plays that'll work almost all the time. Just fake them out like that, and you go very far.
We do see McGillis might be a little sore from that hit. He's coming out boss, going the running back position.
Maloney and Boss as the 3 running backs. Just about a yard or 2.
Not very much running room up the middle there for Maloney.
77 Reynolds. On that tackle. Short gain of 1 second.
And we see Carson Hutting go back on the field.
He is in at wide receiver, near sideline. Pace going to Huttinga. Pass is incomplete. I thought Huttinga came away with that defender able to keep a hand on it. First and 10 for the Ramblers. No, third and 10.
Elijah Baker spinning and juking his way to about the 5-yard line.
Baker on the carry, picks up a first down. Looks to be first and goal from just inside the 10.
McBain, first and goal at the 9-yard line of Roscommon.
Elijah Baker is a very, very useful weapon, and you got to be careful when trying to bring him down. He might look small, but he's very tough to defeat.
Baker again.
And Baker takes it in.
He's still on his feet.
For his third touchdown of the night.
He got hit. I thought he went down, able to stay on his feet and get into the end zone for 6.
Baker's third touchdown of the night makes it 3-19. McBain with the lead.
McBain going for 2.
And it's in with a two-point conversion.
Kind of looked like McGill's kind of just tipped over into the end zone there.
4:55 left to go in the first half. It's 21-3 in favor of the Ramblers.
After that score from McBain, it makes the score 21 to Roscommon's 3 with 4:55 left in the first half.
McBain to kick it off.
Bonico's kick is away, out of bounds.
Monaco's kick goes all out of bounds. First and 10 Roscommon at their own 35.
First and 10 for Roscommon at their own 35. They are down 21-3. 4:55 left in the first half.
The Roscommon Bucks need to find a way to get around this tough McBain defense.
More on the carry. By Huntington and Murphy. A gain of 2, second down and 8.
After the run, it is second down and about 8 for the Bucks. Hands it off. He is tripped up in the backfield by Brant Bonico.
Down on the carry, he's tripped up. On the play, third down.
Third and 10 for the Roscommon Bucks.
Third down and 10, Bucks. Christner in spread formation. He's looking to pass. It is caught. And it'll be brought down just shy of the first down marker.
Just shy of the first down. Tackled by Maloney and Montico of the Mac variety. 4th and 1.
4th down and 1 for Roscommon. Quarterback keeper moves the chains for Roscommon. First and 10 for Roscommon. 2:35 left in the first half. Christner just throws it out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Christner's pass falls incomplete.
Had to get it away to avoid being sacked in the backfield. Roscommon Bucks with 3 receivers. Long pass to number 3 Logan Mann, but it's incomplete.
3rd down and 10.
Timeout for Roscommon. I think Roscommon needs to find a way to fool the McBain, get in the end zone before the half.
We'll check them out. Also get to the concessions. Do both. Get Reese's, M&M's, Skittles.
Roscommon and McBain both have a chance to talk the rest of this half over. Roscommon out with four wide receivers. Goes for the long pass, and it is deflected by Isaac Bass and Braylon Pace.
Christmas pass intended for man falls incomplete. Fourth down.
With Chisner's pass incomplete, that'll make it 4th and the Common Bucks. Ty Thornton to punt it off, and Elijah Baker to receive the punt. And it's low into the left side of the field.
Man's punt is down inside the 30.
Down at about the 29.
2-0-2. Left in the first half.
Minutes left in the first half, and let's see if McBain can come up with another big run like they did last drive. McBain with spread formation.
Before this first down,
And it looks like there's a timeout. Timeout by the Roscommon Bucks. They might need to rethink some defensive strategy to stop the McBain Ramblers from getting back to the other end zone.
to the MHSAA Scholar Athlete Award. Scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website.
McBain with 3 running backs and 3 wide receivers and 1 running back by Berlin Pace. He hands it off and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Brock Maloney with the run.
Number 7, Maloney on the carry. Brought down.
Good defensive stop by Roscommon Bucks.
Second down 11 for the Ramblers.
Is given to Elijah Baker and he was pushed about 3 yards.
Baker on the carry for McBain.
Third down and 6 for the Ramblers. Minute 10 left in the first half.
The Ramblers with the T formation with the running backs. Handed off to Kelvin McGillis and he gets out of the way.
2 guys back to beat.
Breaks it on the field, stops, stutters. Makes to about the 15-yard line.
Beautiful execution of the little stop and go there. Stopped, slowed down almost to a stop.
On the carry.
Let the running back go, the defender go past him and just kept on trucking.
Very well run, played by McBain, especially from Kelvin McGillis. He's really showing his true skill tonight.
All of these running backs so far, if they get past the original D-line, they've got plenty of room. There's not, when it comes to the secondary and linebacking core of Roscommon, there just is not much defense there.
And the 4th touchdown, Elijah Baker.
Baker, 24, is in the end zone for the McBain touchdown.
That makes it 26-3. The McBain Ramblers up. About 30 seconds left in the first half.
Looks like McBain will kick the extra point.
Elijah Baker is showing that he might be a small guy, but he's nothing to be played with.
One after his block.
And the punt is the extra point is deflected by Roscommon D.
52, Cody Cohn on that block. 27-3. It's for McBain. Roscommon's going to receive it on the kick. 32 seconds left.
So McBain will kick off after putting 6 up.
Pratt is back to beat.
It'll be Pratt back to receive for Roscommon.
Kickoff goes out of bounds, but
Kickoff out of bounds again for McBain.
line of scrimmage.
Helen marked up against McBain. So with 31 seconds left, Roscommon will take over 1st and 10.
We're out of bounds.
Christner wanted to go deep, kept it. He'll throw it deep. Maloney's trying to catch it. He'll just deflect it out of bounds.
Christmas pass falls incomplete, broken up by the line.
Thought there might be a too many men on the field call. We saw a late player run off for Roscommon. Nothing called. Maloney deflects ball out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
22 seconds.
22 seconds left in the 1st half. Christner rolls to his right. He's looking to pass. He's rolling right. He'll just get rid of it as it's brought down. Be incomplete.
Third down, 10.
Roscommon Bucks have to find a way to stop. The Roscommon Bucks linemen have to find a way to stop the Ramblers line from flooding in and rushing the quarterback.
Christner's done a good job of reading the rush. Was able to get out of the pocket that time. Was able to get rid of it before he threw in. Another blitz is coming. Christner will just throw it. It'll be picked off by Huttinga, and he'll just step out of bounds. So with 6.7 seconds left in the 1st half, McBain's offense will go back onto the field for 1st and 10.
Great read by the defense.
Now, Darius, a lot of times we'll see McBain just kneel it in these situations. What do you think? Do you think they'll try and go long, try and put more points up?
I think they might try to go long. Yep.
Pace under center. He is going long to Huttinga. Be incomplete. Now 1.6 seconds left in the 1st half. One more play. Darius, I'm kind of surprised there that McBain stuck with the T formation. As if they wanted to go for it, as we see they do, you would think they'd maybe go for spread. Throw a couple more receivers out on the field. Because as we saw there, they doubled Huttinga, because Huttinga only receiver on the field, far side.
Yeah, and here they come with the spread formation.
We'll have DeWitt, McGill, far side, Maloney, Huttinga, near side, Baker in the backfield alongside Pace. McGillis in motion. It's a flea flicker. McGillis is going deep. Clock expires. Pass is knocked down by Christner. And that'll be the end of the first half. McBain is up 27 to Roscommon's 3. Hello and welcome back to the start of the second half. McBain is currently up 27 to Roscommon 3. I'm Kyle Culp, joined by
Darius Pena.
Darius. What were your thoughts on the first half?
I thought that both teams played well, but McBain really showed their true strength and really excelled on offense and defense.
So far, McBain, the run game, we've seen sometimes where they get stuck on the defensive line, but once they break through that first line of pressure, they've had a lot of open running room, and as we've seen, McGillis, multiple 30, 40-yard carries going down the sideline. Roscommon, they've just got to get a stop on defense. Their offense has looked good. They've had some bright spots, but they just have not able to hold on to the ball for very long.
Roscommon will receive to start the second half. Back deep for the Bucks is 25 Hubbard. Monaco to kick.
You not see them walking back?
Kick returned by Roscommon.
Burnett on the return. Brought down by Keith.
That'll pull Roscommon to the 30-yard line.
First and 10, down 24. Christner, 3 receivers far sideline, 1 near. Christner's looking to pass. He's going, his pass is important. He'll be brought down shortly after the reception. Gain of about a yard, second down and 9 for the Bucks.
Second down and 9.
Second and 9. Christner, rolling to his left. Pressure in his face, just chucks it up. Caught by Thornton. He's running. 3 defenders, he'll be brought down by the first one that's paced with the tackle.
Christner's pass complete.
Good throw by Christner. Abbott in coverage, wasn't quite looking at the ball. Got caught lacking a little bit. Thornton able to take advantage. Good pressure there, though, from the defense of McBain. McGillis in Christner's face as he threw that ball.
Good pressure, but also a good read by Christner.
Penalty marker on the far side.
Flag is down. Holding against the Bucks.
Illegal block in the back. The Bucks.
So it'll be
First and 10 from
first and 10 from
about the 40 yard line.
their own 40-yard line. Big play is brought back after the penalty. Christner dumps it off to Hubbard. Gets past 1 defender, but brought down by the second. That's Haverkamp on the tackle.
Christner to Hubbard. Tackle by Haverkamp. Second down and 2 after that change of 8.
Roscommon in possession, second down and 2. 10-20 left in the third quarter. Christner.
Christner's pass is complete to Pratt. Good for a Roscommon first down.
Pratt on the reception.
McBain tackles by Fox and Havercombe.
Roscommon taking their time in the huddle. Play clock under 10. It's Christner looking to throw. Passes incomplete. Deflected off number 4, Evan Haverkamp.
For Pratt. Incomplete, broken up by Havercamp, number 4. Second down.
Pritchard, pressure. Rolling to his left. Says the receiver to keep going. Pass is caught by Hubbard.
Christner's pass is complete to Hubbard.
McGillis has time and time again put pressure in the face of the quarterback. Quarterback still able to get good throws off to his receivers.
Third down and 2.
This started to look like a successful drive for the Roscommon Bucks.
3rd and 2. Christner under center. Pitches it to Hubbard. Hubbard gets the first down before being knocked out of bounds.
Ball carrier Roscommon number 25, Hunter Hubbard. Picks up a Roscommon first down.
Roscommon breaks the huddle. 8:30 left in the 3rd. Christner, 2 backs behind him in the backfield. He's looking to pass. Dumps it off to Pratt. He brought down after a gain of about 3.
Christner's pass is complete. Screen off the far side. Complete to Pratt.
Darius McBain's defense struggling a little bit here. Haven't quite been able to slow down this Roscommon offensive drive.
No, they're shaky coming back from the half, but it might be either that or the Roscommon Bucks have found a better offensive strategy.
As we saw in the first half, Roscommon really wasn't able to get anything to go on this McBain defense. You know, they had a couple big plays. Always, though, they're brought back by penalties.
And it looks like but might be a false start on
Dead ball. False start.
offense.
On the offense, that's a 5-yard penalty. Remaining second down.
Those are the type of penalties that just can kill a drive. False start, it's almost unnecessary. You know, there's simple things that, you know, as an offense, you just got to work those things out. You cannot have mistakes like that. Making it a 2nd down and 6, now a 2nd down and 12.
Those are always mistakes, but you can always iron those mistakes out. Make your O perfect.
Christner chased down in the backfield.
Scrambles away and tries to get the pass off.
Flag is thrown. I believe the call will be illegal grounding, which for those that don't know, if the quarterback throws the ball just incomplete on purpose, no receiver intended to just save from getting sacked, that is penalty against the offense. We'll see what the call is.
Intentional grounding on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty and a loss of down.
Be intentional grounding, 5-yard penalty and loss of down. And so what was a 2nd down and 6 is now a 3rd down and 31.
Fraction where the quarterback runs. 3rd down and 1.
Listener, pass is caught. Ball comes loose. It's Baker returning. He'll just run out of bounds at the McBain 40. That's a big play from the McBain defense. Roscommon, I believe, had the 1st down. He was just at the 1st down marker when the ball came loose. There is a player injured for McBain. He does make it to the sideline, and there is a flag on the field.
The penalty is against McBain on the return of that interception and the legal block below the waist. It'll still be McBain.
Penalty against McBain, a chop block, which means block just too low below the defender's waist. Still will be 1st and 10 for the McBain offense at the 17-yard line.
And off to Roscommon, who takes it up the middle and the 1st down, just tripped up.
You know, we haven't mentioned yet this game, but I have to give big props to this offensive line of McBain. They have given tons and tons of running room for these running backs. And over the past 2 games, they just haven't looked spectacular. Today, they looked the best of their ability. You know, McBain's got a big offensive line, you know, the likes of Mac Bonico, Caleb Camphouse, just big, strong guys, and they're doing well today, getting plenty of room.
Takes up the middle, is slowly brought down at about the 50-yard line. Great run by Brock Maloney.
About a 25-yard run there, and I don't think Maloney was ever really had balance. He still kind of looked like he was stumbling and still able to get that amount of yards. Just think if he was able to keep his balance and keep running, that could have been a much, much bigger play.
For all these long runs, we don't just thank the running backs and wide receivers. We also have to thank the line, making the holes for the running backs to go through.
New running back in the backfield, it's Jacob Billett.
Away from the defense for his, what is his 5th touchdown of the game?
Something like it. He might have scored every touchdown for McBain so far. He's had a great game. That was a great cutback, able to get past the defender and just sprint away for what has to be a 5-yard touchdown.
Again, I say this over and over again, you can't mistake Elijah Baker for his size.
Extra points, attempt by 74, Brant Bonico.
Baker, someone, even as a freshman, when, you know, I said this earlier, when McBain went up to Traverse City, went to play St. Francis. Yes, McBain did lose that game, but Baker, you know, late in that game, he was a big part of the run game, you know. giving him the ball, trying to get him some yards, even, you know, swinging him out of the backfield, let him get into the open field and make a defender miss. You know, it's almost like the way McBain came out of the halftime. You know, it almost feels like Maloney just flipped a switch for his team. You know, they started out sluggish, weren't able to make some tackles. Someone came up with a big fumble. Baker came out with it, and from there, it's just sparked this new energy that they've had in the first half.
Yeah, it just clicked. Coach Maloney is a very, very experienced, very well coached. He's been coaching varsity football for about 5 years.
The kick is recovered by McBain. Bonico kicked it short. It went 10 plus yards, and after that, whoever touches it gets it. McBain does get it. It will be 1st and 10 for the Ramblers.
Squib kicks can be risky, but that one was successful.
Not quite sure what happened there with the Roscommon receiving team.
Squid kick was recovered as it went the required distance.
McBain's got a 31-point lead. At 1st and 10 at Roscommon's 40-yard line. You have to expect 6 is coming up. Billett and Blaine Houston in the backfield for McBain.
Mark Maloney taken down shortly after the gain of about 3.
Billett and Houston flex players for McBain. That means they are the stars of the JV team, and then they come up and they get some reps at the varsity level. Billett's been playing. I've seen him out at safety a couple times, safety and corner on defense, and him and Houston in at running backs now.
There's about 6 on the varsity.
Run there from Maloney. Brings it to 3rd and about 1 with 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Brought down by Cohen.
At 35.
3rd down.
Houston on the carry.
McGillis on the carry.
You have to wonder whether McGillis and Baker are done playing offense tonight. You know, they've done an amazing job tonight. Huge runs, Baker with all the touchdowns, you know. But, you know, it's a predicament for Coach Maloney. Do you let them sit, get a breather for the rest of the quarter, maybe the rest of this game, or do you let them go out there and maybe have some fun? You know, there's been a lot of open room. Just let them have fun out there.
I think if I was a coach, I would sit them because if they get hurt now, that could affect next Friday's game. So I think if I was a coach, I would when they have this big lead.
Tough decision. I know I wouldn't want to be making it. That's why we leave it up to Maloney.
First down, McBain.
It is 1st and 10 for the Ramblers, just outside Roscommon's 10-yard line. 3:45 left in the 3rd quarter.
Jacob Billett hit hard behind the line of scrimmage.
From what I saw, I think there might have been a little miscommunication there. It looked like Pace handed off, and maybe miscommunication running. And up the ball got hit in the backfield.
Running backs are Houston and Billet, with Caleb Abbott as the center running back.
Billet on the carry. He's again tackled for a loss.
We see Connor McBain check into the game for the Ramblers.
Tackled by Pellerin and Reynolds. Third down, 15.
Third down and 15 for McBain. McLean out at wide receiver for McBain. In the backfield, Billet, Abbott, and Houston.
Blaine Houston gets hit hard in the legs.
McBain ball carrier is number
Houston,
2,
though,
Boss.
With about a 5-yard gain.
Houston's a smart runner, you know. He's looking to get those yards, but he holds on to that ball well. Both hands on the ball, never one. Always as a younger player playing varsity, something you always limit your mistakes, because right now, Mr. Maloney, Coach Maloney, he's looking at his players right now, but he's also looking to the future. You know, Bill at Houston, these are players that when they're seniors, when they're juniors, you know, they will be the main focal point of the offense. And Houston right now, if he doesn't make mistakes, that just sets a little thing, and Maloney find, hey, you know, he's a smart player, he doesn't make mistakes.
Blaine Houston with
Number 2,
about a
Boss again on the carry.
5-yard gain again.
Brought down by Pratt. Officials are stopping to see if it's enough for a first down. And it is not. Roscommon stops.
That's a turnover on downs for McBain.
Roscommon ball.
First and 10 for Roscommon, but they are pinned back deep. I believe they're at their own 10-yard line. A big sack here could mean McBain puts up 2 points, which you don't often see in high school sports, a safety. But, you know, we may see it here.
Left to go in the third quarter. Timeout on the field. Called by the Bucks.
It'll be a Roscommon timeout with 1:23 left in the third quarter.
Intermission between the fourth quarter. Get out there and check out and see what they have at the concession stand. I'm sure they're still grilling.
Both teams back out on the field after the Roscommon timeout.
Fantasy football team, no puns intended, will be defending their championship in the Armchair Quarterback League.
34-3, McBain lead. Now it's a time for the reserves to show what they're made of, see what they can do.
Looks like the lineman for Roscommon jumped.
And a flag. Dead ball. False start. Against the Bucks, half the distance.
False start
The goal.
against Roscommon.
First in about 12 and a half.
And that puts it first and 10 at the goal line for Roscommon. Christner takes it himself. He stuffed at the line.
Christner on the keeper. Stopped by the interior line of the Ramblers. Could get about a yard. Second down and about 11.
Christner gets about a yard on the QB keeper.
Hey, student section. Student section.
Clock is seconds left in this third quarter. Takes auto, Christner. Back beside him. He's looking to pass, rolling right, got pressure. He throws it away before he's brought down. Be incomplete. That's Billet in coverage for McBain.
Couple bucks in the vicinity. Third down and long.
Third down and 11 for Roscommon. 31 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Christner. Ball's loose. It comes out again. That's Brant Bonico with the fumble recovery and the touchdown.
Recovered by McBain for a touchdown.
You know, Brant Bonico, he's someone who, I may not call his name a lot, but he works hard for this team, plays every snap on the offensive line, every snap on the defensive line. And that touchdown, you know, he's earned it. You know, he kicks for McBain too. He's
a very useful player.
He's, you know, I'm not in those huddles, but I have to believe looking from an outside, he's got to be one of those leaders. You know, senior, very close with everyone and plays hard.
And it's sad because the defensive linemen and the offensive linemen, they're kind of looked over. They don't get talked about, but they do a lot for the team.
And without those offensive and defensive linemen, you know, you have nothing. Your offense cannot go anywhere. And McBain, very successful in this game from their offensive and defensive line. And if they want to win out the rest of the season, go deep in the playoffs, it all depends on that offensive line. McBain has a very big offensive line, very big, strong, even some quick guys down there. And if they can hold their blocks well, and you know, when pace is thrown, give time, as we saw today, the huge holes they create for the running backs, they could have a very successful and fun season.
Yeah, they just gotta keep pushing and play every game like it was today.
And I believe from last year, everyone at the center is returning. Spencer Reed stepped into that role this year, done an amazing job, done well with snaps, able to hold his blocks well. He's just an amazing offensive line this main team. First two games, you know, might have been just some rust. As we've seen, they've worked hard in practice, they've watched their film, and they know how to play.
When the seniors from last year leave, you just gotta work through, because they usually are the leaders, and you just gotta have your juniors just step up and lead the team.
You know, and last year, the backfield was dominated by the senior leaders. You know, Dan Rodenbach, Caden McGillis, Ealing, and you just had them step in. These new seniors and juniors step into those roles extremely well. Take that leadership role in their hands and just run with it.
Mr. Bill Wilder, Mr. Scott Hunt.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am stepping in for Darius Pena. I am Christian. Kyle still here. Kyle, Honestly, I've been running the camera and I've seen McBain do some wild stuff. They're playing really, really well tonight, Kyle.
Yeah, yes, they are, and they've played well, and they deserve this win as everyone from the line blitz. Hubbard with the reception, he's still going. Breaks past the tackle of Rodenbaugh, but brought down at the 40. I believe that play there from Roscommon, it's a halfback screen. That means the lineman kind of just let the D-line go. They give it to the running back and just let him do his thing.
Yep. A gain of about 40 there for the Bucks.
You know, at the start of this game, Roscommon had a lot of big plays, and I thought this was going to be a high-scoring, even battling. And McBain's defense stepped up. You know, they've come out with some big plays. Abbott with an interception, Huttingill with an interception. I think it was Baker who knocked the ball out and then recovered. You know, they've given up some big plays, but they've worked hard to recover from those.
For sure.
This is a game where they can go home with their heads high. They played well, they earned this win, and they can have a relaxing weekend.
Right. The Ramblers 40.
It's Christner, fakes the pass, steps into the pressure, be brought down by number 17, Landon Ealing.
Great read on the defense there from Ealing. Saw the quarterback try to get out of the pocket, and Ealing went right up there and took him down. Loss of about 3 for the Bucks there. Excuse me, a loss of about 5 there for the Bucks.
Christner, he did a good job stepping in the pressure. Snap is. Acom, first one to get back there. 10 minutes left to go in the ball game. McBain is up 40 to Roscommon's 3.
Third and super long here for the Bucks. They're gonna need another breakthrough play here to get this first down.
And this may seem far, but we've seen many times where they've gotten this distance and some.
Right. A 3rd and 27.
Offensive line here for Roscommon. They've just struggled here in the second half. Maybe a little tired as the blitz here from McBain is just crazy.
There's Ealing with a block on the pass.
There were 4 or 5 guys in the backfield for the Ramblers. Ealing, first one to get there.
Great defensive play there from the Ramblers. 4th and 27 for the Bucks. With the score and what quarter it is, I don't see why Roscommon doesn't go for it. Just for fun. Ealing, 2 plays in a row. Great plays.
Haven't seen much from Ealing tonight. Most have been on the bench cheering on his teammates, but come in and he's made some big plays here for the Ramblers.
Looks like the Bucks go for it. 4th and 27.
Two receivers near sideline. One on the far, it's Christner. Scrambling to his right, Acom chasing. Now Ealing. Christner's just gonna be brought down for a snack. That's Ealing with another big play.
I'm pretty sure Ealing just single-handedly took down that Bucks offense.
And that will be a turnover on downs. McBain will take over. 1st and 10.
Turnover on down. McBain ball.
Ramblers with possession on the Bucks' 42-yard line. Seven minutes, 40 seconds left in this final quarter. Let's see if McBain can score another touchdown. It looks like Coach Maloney has the second string in here for the Ramblers. I suppose when you're up 37 points, you better put that second string in, get them some practice, you know what I mean?
As we do see a new team in Flag is thrown. Play clock did expire before the snap. Little confusion here from the Ramblers. Maloney is putting the bench in. We'll see Ben Rodenbaugh in at quarterback. I believe Abbott in the backfield. Some new linemen out there. Payne, Murphy.
Connor McLean out there as a receiver.
Good experience for these younger guys to get in there. Game is already won. Just go out there, get some experience playing against the varsity team.
And like you said, a lot of these kids new to the varsity, and when you give them this practice, next year when they have to step up, they know what they're dealing with.
Rodenbaugh hands it off.
Handoff was number 1, Caleb Abbott, stopped by a herd of bucks. Loss of 3 on the play for the Ramblers.
A gain of 2, second down and 13.
Second down and 13 for the Ramblers. Rodenbaugh under center. Abbott, Baker in the backfield. Handoff is to Abbott. Trying to get outside. Baker, lead blocker. Got some defenders to beat. Abbott may beat him. No. Be pushed down out of bounds at the Roscommon 10-yard line. Abbott, someone who doesn't often see the backfield. Big run there from
Brought down by Roscommon.
for about 40 yards.
First and goal, McBain.
And if I'm not mistaken, when these juniors were on JV as freshman and sophomore, I believe Abbott was in the backfield, has primarily been a cornerback for the varsity level, done a very good job. He's got a interception today, and hopefully maybe he'll get a touchdown as it is first and goal for the Ramblers.
One ball, hands off to number 42, Caleb Vanna. And it looks like he's just short of the goal line. Looks like the ball will be placed at around the 3-yard line.
Vanna, a name we haven't heard in a year or two for this varsity level. His older brother, Drew, was a big part of the line when he played. Now it's Caleb's turn.
Well, even on the junior varsity team, Caleb Vanna is a huge part of that team.
Ball carries for
Second and goal from about the 2-yard line. Rodenbaugh, ball's loose. Baker will just fall on it. Great vision to watch the ball get knocked out, get down on it, and remain possession.
covered by McBain.
As there is just under 4 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter.
Looks like it'll be third and goal here from the Ramblers on the 15-yard line.
Third and goal.
Third and goal from the Roscommon 15.
Rodenbaugh under center. Acom and Vanna in the backfield. Handoff to number 1, Abbott.
Ball's loose.
Loose ball.
Rodenbaugh gets down on it.
Fumble is recovered by Roscommon.
The Bucks will get the fumble. It'll be first and 10 from their own 15. McBain leading the Bucks 40-3. About 2.5 minutes left in this game. Looks like Roscommon's starting to put in that second string as well. Like you said, just trying to get some experience for those younger players.
2:15 left on the clock. Clock is running. May be the final drive of the game.
First and 10 Bucks.
Quarterback throw is caught by Thornton. He'll be brought down by Baker, just shy of the first down marker.
Pass complete, number 5, Ty Thornton. In at quarterback for the Bucks, number 3, Landon Mayen. Second and 2.
Second and 2 for the Bucks. A minute and a half left in the game. Clock is running. McBain definitely showed up to this game, Colt. And honestly, I was not expecting this. And I'm very glad to see our McBain Ramblers play this well.
You know, the Ramblers, you know, had 2 very tough games the first 2 weeks. You know, losing last week to Beale.
Pressure completes his pass.
But if they, you know, they came here to Roscommon, they've beat up on them all night long. And really this win, it's all about building momentum. If they can go into next week with this momentum and they can just keep winning, you know, a happy football team is a winning football team.
Right. And like you said, when they get home tonight, they're going to have a nice, relaxing weekend with a nice 37-point win.
It's not over yet. 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Roscommon does have the ball. Quarterback look to throw, is batted down by Abbott. He has been everywhere tonight.
Man's pass calls incomplete. But officials
You can't be on the injury.
There,
Looks like there's an injury on the field.
he does get up and walk off the field.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. 18 seconds left in this game. Roscommon does have the ball.
18 seconds.
Clock is running.
You
If
know,
they're going to score, they better score now.
Roscommon, you know, they've lost a pretty heavy defeat today, but it's not all negative. They've had some really big plays, a lot of good passes, even a big run. And you know, when you lose like this, you just have to take the positives. You know,
Right.
Roscommon, they're not a terrible football team. They've got a lot of skill. You know, Christner, great quarterback. I loved his vision, able to read the blitz, skip around it, and get some good throws off. And I think Roscommon, you know, they can leave this game with their heads up high. That they did play hard. You know, they never gave up, and that's something you've gotta.
Got to take away from this.
We'll be traveling to Pine River.
I'm Christian Mitchell, joined here by Kyle Culp,
Saturday on
Darius Pena. Thank you for